Every day, millions of workers give their time, energy, and talent to earn a living. But earning is just the beginning. How many are actually saving? And when it comes to investment, are people really planning for the future or just surviving the present? Today, we hit the streets to find out how everyday people manage their money. Are they saving, investing, or just spending as it comes?
To me, investments is one of the best because investments will surely give you what you want in the future. But savings is just for you to save what you have and get what you have back. But when you invest, you get more, which can even, keep you going, especially in the future.
In Nigeria, in the economy right now, everybody are not putting their eggs in one basket. You do different jobs to get different legit job in particular to get income, and that's where the investment comes in.
I see savings in my own perspective as a kind of a way. I see it as a short-term stuff. Like that is what you can actually go back to whenever you are broke down, because it doesn't grow. So whatever you keep there, that is what you're gonna meet there. But to investment keeps growing, and that is a kind of a best way of building wealth, to beat the inflation. Do you get? So that is more of advantage of investing than the savings. Savings is constant, while the investment keeps growing.
Saving is good, and also investment. So for the future, you don't know what might happen in the future. So I'll say, at the same time, if you can save and also invest, so the both is good.
I don't invest, but savings is also good. When you save, you sit down and think and reason very well on what to do with the money you are saving. You don't save money just like that. You save money to invest.
You need to do more saving before you can go into investments, because already you need to do your timetable in your home. Maybe it's 50,000 is your income, then you do timetable of 40,000 that will go home. Then your wife will support you also. Understand me now? Then the remaining 10K, then you know that maybe this 5K is going for saving. It's either you do Ajo Isusu or you do cooperative. One out of it. So that's it. So from there, when you have grown from the saving, then you can now go for investments.
When you invest, it has a long-term advantage for you. And savings is good. It's good, but I would actually prefer investment because it has a long-term gain. You might not benefit from it in a short term, but that is investment. But you benefit more in a short term when it comes to savings, depending on the kind of savings though. But investment is a long-term plan that goes into your future. So I kind of prefer investment.
It depends on the kind of investment you are going for. And savings, you can at least a day, if you are making, it depends on how much you are making. So at least take 1% or 2% of what you are making, save, because tomorrow you might instead of calling people around for I need your help, because they might turn you down. So out of that, your savings, just take out of it and use to do whatever you want to do.
Investment is preferable, but you should actually know the type of investment you are going into. You should know the risk involved in that investment you are trying to go into. Like some people now, they want to go into investment without researching on what the investment is all about and what's the outcome of the investment. So I just believe investment is still the best.
I don't invest of what I have the idea. You can't just come to me and say I should invest when I don't have the idea. I don't know how the business, I don't know how that thing grows. How can I just invest?
Before you can invest, you need to, you must have a critical thinking, a logical reason before you can invest. Because investment these days, there are a lot of fraudulent people out there, people that are ready to, take away your money. You've seen a lot of companies that work on that. Whereby you keep your money. At the end of the day, maybe you invest. At the end of the day, they'll tell you that the company has fold up. So that's one of the situations. You need to, look out there very well before you invest. But yet, investment is the best.
We've heard what people on the street had to say. real stories, real struggles, and real goals. But how can workers truly build a secure financial future? To help us break it down, we spoke with a macroeconomist who shares practical tips on saving, investing, and making smarter money moves.
In many developing economies, including Nigeria, the gap between savings and investments is observed to widen. This is often fueled by debt. So the challenging economic conditions that we've seen in Nigeria over the years have, maybe due to inflation, which has reached about 24.23% in March 2023, and the growing cost of living conditions in Nigeria, have resulted in negative growth for consumers' consumption. So this has made it challenging for households to focus on savings and, as such, impacting domestic mobilization of capital and investments. We see this through households' application for private credit, which is reported to be on the rise. Okay, take for instance that in just 1 week in 2024, exactly a year ago from now, about 1.1 million households or consumers actually applied for the consumer credit worth about 1.28 trillion. This application was made within just 1 week. That was between April 24, 2024 and May 1st, 2024. And for the government, the total debt level is observed to be rising. At the end of 2024, total debt reached 144 trillion. About 48.59% of this total debt is from external borrowings. So the level at which the economy is operating is one which leaves us exposed to a high level of fiscal shocks. The vulnerability to fiscal shocks are growing. So prioritizing savings and investments would always be crucial amidst these challenging economic conditions that we face both at the household level and the macro level. The savings and investment stocks of individuals can be built in the form of capital growth, to use for future transactionary purposes, investment, and precautionary objectives. Households and national investments must also span diverse forms, which could be in form of the skill expansion, the human capital, technological expansion. How are we saving in technology, in skill pool, in our creative economy, the levels of savings and investments going on across these sectors. So the real question hinges on making savings and investment environment in Nigeria favorable, as well as growing personal finance literacy levels in the economy. And another key area would be the regulatory environment, which is very crucial to check white-collar crimes like Ponzi, which we recently witnessed the fall of one, the CBEX, in Nigeria, an issue that Proshare Analyst had recently written on, and you can find out on our Proshare website and more on financial literacy.
From the voices on the streets to the insights from the expert, one thing is clear. Saving and investing are not just personal choices. They are powerful tools that shape not only our individual lives, but the future of our economy. Whether you're earning daily, weekly, or monthly, what you do with your money matters. As we mark the 2025 Workers' Day celebration, what steps will you take today for a better tomorrow?